Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Layla, and here's why you should start listening to classical music. Ever since I was a young boy, I have just loved classical music with a passion. This passion led me to become a classically trained pianist. This has always been a huge topic of discussion for me. So, if we're gonna talk classical, let's just talk about some of the cool things it can do. And the big why as to why you might want to start listening to it. So, this can be said for most types of music, but classical music specifically is known for its effects of releasing dopamine. Dopamine, if you don't know what that is basically just the happy chemical our body creates to make us feel good and reduce stress and just help us chill. So it can help decrease blood pressure. Classical music was found to be the most effective at lowering blood pressure, while rap, pop, and techno actually raised blood pressure. It can help boost your memory. According to a study which I will link down below, people who listen to Mozart's music showed an increase in brainwave activity that's linked directly to memory. It can help you get your creative juices flowing. It kind of helps you get into the right mindset, and it helps you completely focus at the task at hand more than any other music I've ever encountered. It can help put you to sleep. According to a study of people with sleep issues, listening to classical music for just 45 minutes prior to bed can help improve sleep quality. And this one I have found to be true for myself many times. It improves productivity. A study performed by researchers at the University of Maryland found that Baroque classical music in the reading room can help improve radiologist efficiency and accuracy. So that's really the big why as to why you might want to start listening to classical music. But now we're going to get into the most exciting part, which is music recommendations. So without further ado, let's hop right into that. I mean, yeah, there's huge playlists on Spotify, and YouTube, and other music places, but some classical music can be a tad intense. So I want to give you some personalized recommendations, and to start with, let's start with some of the most recognizable songs. Here's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to give you 6 songs right now that you've probably heard at some point, and if you haven't, that's alright. And I'm going to give you a 10-second preview of each and see if you can recognize them. Here's song number 1. It's Piano Sonata number 16 in C major K5. Are these numbers important? I've never known that. Piano Sonata number 16 in C major by Mozart. I hope that 10-second preview was as exciting for you as it was for me. Here's Purgent Suit number 1, Suite number... I suck at this. Whatever, here's the title here. I can't pronounce things. And this one is by Edvard Grieg. Number 3 on the list is Nocturne number 2 in E flat major. This one is a classic. If you don't know it, I'm gonna This is Turkish March by Mozart, which is it's got a more complicated name than that, but so here's number 5, Violin Concerto in E major op 8. Number 1, what the frick does that say? Anyway, it's by Vivaldi. The last one on our list is On the Beautiful Blue Danube, Waltz Op 314 Johannes II. This has been in literally everything, so if you don't recognize it, So now that you feel cooler than everyone else you know, because you now know some of the most popular classical pieces, let's continue on by mood. So our mood number 1 is sad. Switching ears this time. No one's gonna stop me. Just a little bit of tapping ASMR for y'all. So here's 6. Number 1 by Eric Satie. It's a very odd feeling piece. Again, 8-second preview. It's got kind of a sneaky feel to it. So here's Nocturne number 1 in B minor by Chopin. You know, you think as a classical musician I'd actually know how to pronounce any of these things. So here's 24 Preludes, Op. 28, 4 in E minor, Chopin. It has an odd rhythm. Here's another very popular one, Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. So this one's a little bit crazy, but here's Nocturne in C sharp minor by Chopin. So here's Etudes number 5 by Philip Glass. I don't know if this is actually classical, but I found it on Spotify and I thought it was nice. Again, it's got kind of a mysterious feel to it. Now, mood number 2 is calm, because sometimes you just want something to be playing in the background. Au clair de la lune by Claude Debussy. Very calming, very nice. How the heck do you even say that? Liebestrom. Are these French or are they German? Liebestrom number 3 in A sharp minor by Franz Liszt. It's calm, but it's also kind of sad in a way. This is Piano Sonata number 12 in F by Mozart. This is Kinder says it's by Schumann. This is Nocturne number 8 in D flat, Op. 27 number 2 by Chopin. It's pretty repetitive. Here's 6 Consolations in E major by Liszt. Let's move on to mood number 3, which is upbeat/happy. And here's where it gets a little wild. So here's Slavonic Dances by Antonin Dvorak. It's fun. This is a famous song. You've probably heard it in hundreds of movies. William Tell Overture by 𝘧𝘳𝘪𝘦𝘯𝘥𝘴 Rossini. I hate myself so much. So here's Les Noces di Figaro Overture by Mozart. I'm not even gonna try and say this, but it's by Johann Strauss again. Here's Carmen's Suite number 1. Why are there so many numbers in these? By Les. Just listen to it. Okay, the best part is coming up at 1:25. And that just about covers where to even begin. So you might be sitting here and being like, Jessica, what can I even really use classical music for in my everyday life? And I'm here to tell you, classical music can be used in your everyday life in areas you might not have even thought of. Studying, reading, writing, cleaning, exercising, and sleeping. As long as you're listening to like the chill stuff. Classical music has many uses, many moods, and it is rich in history, let me tell ya. And you know what? The bragging rights you're gonna have are gonna just be astronomical. I really love classical music, obviously, but if after all this you just decide it's not for you, that is perfectly okay. And at least you can walk away saying, hey, I actually gave it a try. Unlike most people who are just like, yeah, I can tell I'm gonna hate it. I'm looking at you, Mom. Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you got a little something out of this video, and hopefully I will see you all here next time. So now here's Nocturne. I always forget the names of pieces though when my sister's like, when someone's like, hey. Oh. And this passion made me into the classically trained pianist myself. Wow. Heavy breathing. People who listen to Mozart's music showed an increase in brainwave activity. According to a study, which I will link down below. Wow, that voice crack. And it just,